Let us talk about the after show real quick. Real Housewives of Potomac after show. So they discuss the he say she say of it all, right? And Tia feels like Wendy was trying to protect Stacey. So when Kiana was like bringing stuff up, she felt like it didn't land how it could have landed because Wendy was trying to protect her. But be honest though, like nothing Kiana says really lands, right? I mean, it hasn't been really landing. I mean, maybe she ate on what's her name? Jassy when she said something like you're about to marry a man that had kids on you. I think she probably got that, right? So Tia, not Tia, but Ashley thinks that Wendy really wanted to give Stacey the benefit of the doubt, right? But I feel like Wendy asked a question that everybody should have been asking, though. Not that she just was trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. Like, y'all just automatically went with what Cookie said instead of asking, like, are you sure? Like, why is it that y'all just automatically believe Cookie, though? Child, that didn't even come out right because it's not even a pun intended, Cookie, though. Y'all know what I was trying to say, Cookie, though. You know what I'm saying? But why y'all believe Cookie? And not even consider the possibility that Stacey was telling y'all the truth. So Ashley says, it was that she feels like Wendy and Stacey have like this newfound friendship because they never had that close of a relationship to begin with. And Monique was like, "You sure?" And I was like, "Exactly," because they seem to be pretty close to me. And it seems like Wendy had been taking up for Stacey a little bit more. I feel even before that moment. So Ashley, what you talking about? Now, Wendy says that she was going to defend Stacey because Kiana, she was so hell bent on having a got you moment when it came to Stacey, and it's not her fight. She says, because how are you more upset than the woman who was married to the man? So Wendy is still puzzled about Kiana's actions. And Kiana thinks that Wendy doesn't have friendships in this group. Kiana believes that Wendy does not have friendships in this group and that she's more of a alliance type of person. This is what Kiana said during the after show. So she feels like Wendy aligned herself with Stacey to show her moral compass, right? To show like, oh, well, see, I'm not that bad of a person. See how I defend her, even though I didn't show up for Kay, how Kay wanted me to. Like, I still showed her. And I'm just like, Kay, you trying so hard to make this thing fit, and it's not. I'm it's not. I feel like Wendy is cool with Monique. She's cool with Giselle. She's cool with Stacey. She's not as cool with Ashley. She's cool with Tia. So what is this? She ain't really cool with nobody in the group. I don't know what I mean. Again, we just gotta see more. Okay. So they discussed Tia and her husband's age and how she lied. And Giselle asked who was older, and Tia says, "Who's balding?" She says, "Who's balding? Of course he's older than me." Hollered. Hollered. But again, we did not get his age. I don't think he's that much older than her, though. I don't think he's like 8 years or something like that older than her at all. I think it may be like maybe 3 years, 2 years or something like that. But she wants to be clear that she was within age whenever they got to doing the you know what. All right. Now, Ashley says that she was so shocked that Stacey walked around to get closer to Cookie. She said, she was just surprised. She was like, I be forgetting that Stacey's from Detroit. Yeah. She was like, okay then, Stacey. Okay. Yeah. Uh-huh. So you need to remember that because she probably gonna be having to move her to get closer to you. Okay. Now, when Stacey was asked about the situation with Cookie, Stacey says, I'm a non-confrontational person. Right. And when it comes to somebody that's trying to come into this group and pretty much disturb the peace amongst us ladies, she says, I don't really got no comment on her. I actually loved her response. Do not give Cookie any more airtime. Oh, she said 8 years, 8 years, 8 years older. Oh, what? I said I didn't think he was 8 years whole time. I mean, 8 years? Now I see why she was stressing that. That they want to hunt you. Mariah, fucking your man. Making sure they want to hunt you before the time. Okay, again with your fast there. Lying about your age, flying from. Listen, Tia, you can't say nothing about your children. Because BIT, you left one country to go to another. Just to be up under a man? I guess I'm glad y'all got married though. But anywho, I like them. Let's keep going. All right. And he don't look that much older though, which is crazy too. Like, yeah, his hair may be thinning, and it's no shade, but I felt like he had white in him, specifically a blonde white family member that passed down them genes, because it's always the blonde ones that start to go bald by early 30s mid. Okay? Be given straight 48. Whole time they 32. It be the ones that got the blonde hair. The white folks with the brown hair, their hair for the most part be intact majority of the time. But it's the blonde headed ones. It's no shade. Let's keep going. All right. So Stacey says she's not a confrontational person. And I liked her response to this. Don't get that lady no energy. If they want to bring her on the show, cool. But I'm not finna. She want to be a cast member so bad. This is what it's giving. You want to be a friend of so bad, but I'm not finna give you that space to do that. Okay? No, ma'am. Leave her where she at, just like Monique leaves her right where she at. Don't give Cookie nothing. I liked her response. Now, Jassy thinks that Stacey has a way of stirring the pot in the group to keep her being the subject matter and the focal point. And I said, that's lies, Jassy. You pandering right now. You pandering to Giselle and Tia a little piece in this sit down, love. Because Stacey just be living her life. They make it a thing. Stacey just starting her cannabis, right? Giselle wants to highlight the fact that, oh, you copying off Wendy. Okay? The TJ, now I understand the TJ situation. He's outing you. He's saying certain things. She didn't even bring that to the front, though. He did that. He brought that out. Her not speaking on it is not her trying to stir the pot or be a part of the subject matter. She's trying to avoid it by not answering it. Right? She didn't even want to answer the thing about Chris. So the ladies are making her the subject matter, the focal point, and therefore turning her into a damn fan fave on this show. So as much as y'all don't like her and don't about want her around, you really are solidifying her spot. High key. Okay, so yeah, that's not on her, that's on them. Now Tia thinks that Stacey does it to be relevant because there's nothing else, under the surface. I said, so not true. When you just switched up and switched sides on her, right? That's not true. And then Tia gonna say something like, I would have respected it more. I would have appreciated it more if she just would have been like, hey, we have some things. We're going to be busy. We're not going to be able to do X, Y, and Z. Like, we won't be able to come to dinner. I would have respected that more. No, you would not have. You would have did the same. She gave you a lie. She gave you an excuse. She said her man was going to be out of town. Period. She ain't coming. And she told you, when Giselle brings her man, then I'll bring mine. Hello? She told you that. So it wouldn't have mattered what she would have said. You would have went back to the same thought that you already had. Right? And feeling a way about her. That's just what it is. Now, Stacey says that it hurt her. I believe she said it hurt her to know that Wendy was upset with her over what Tia said. And she says that she doesn't know Stacey. I'm sorry, she doesn't know Tia. And she doesn't like when people try to come in between relationships. And I'm like, but you did this. Like, why are you mad at Tia, though? Right? I mean, at some point, we're going to see them get into it throughout the season. But you the one who told her that she was the safest, that you felt comfortable with meeting your man. Right? You said you don't know her, but then you turned around and invited her to meet your husband. But you know Wendy, though. You know enough of Wendy. You could have just met Wendy. And here Wendy is still, even in the after show, post show, still defending you having your back. You could have let Wendy do that. I have to be honest. Like, why would you even invite her? Like, come on. So Wendy thinks that Tia jumped on the hate Stacey bandwagon. She right. Because it don't really make sense to me, because I don't think that Stacey really did anything to Tia. She let you meet her husband. She's just not going to bring him to a dinner. And you even said in the after show that I think it was in the after show, maybe it was on the show, but you even said that you recognized his reservations about being around the group. So if you know that, why do you think she's going to keep pushing her husband up to come around the group if he's apprehensive about it? And she's trying to get the relationship back on track from being divorced. Like, are y'all okay? Are y'all being unreasonable? I don't like it. And right now, I feel like y'all piling on Stacey to prevent from y'all own storylines and what y'all got going on. Just a little bit. Right? So Tia thinks that, no, we got into that. So Monique shades Stacey about holding in her lies, because Ashley was saying something like she don't know why she lies like that or something. And so Monique said maybe that's why she hold her shoulders so close to her neck or something. I think it was Monique that said that. And Ashley was like to hold in all her lies. And Monique started laughing and said, yeah, to hold in her lies, with her shoulders being so uptight is why she got to hold in them lies. And it was a little kiki. And I'm like, oh, damn. Monique, next season, you're going to be having some beefs. I think your beef's going to be with probably Kiana, Angel, and potentially Stacey. Just a little piece. So Kiana says that Stacey is a liar and everyone shows up authentically on camera, but she feels like Stacey shows up trying to act like an airhead. And she feels like it's deception. And it's annoying when she tries to show up and act like she don't know what the hell going on. I mean, maybe maybe it is a little piece of truth to that. I don't know. But I will say when Stacey tried to get closer to Cookie and tell her something like she ain't afraid of her. I'm not scared of you, or here's my hand. Like, you can't tell me where to place my hand. I'm going to tell y'all. For me, I don't know if y'all noticed it. That proper talk, I did not hear that proper talk in that moment. When she approached her, like, let me get over here, Giselle, and she said something like, you can't tell me what to do with my finger or whatever. I did not hear that proper talking that Miss Stacey be doing. I don't know. So it might be a little bit of a front or act. A little piece, okay? So Monique talks about, well, Giselle first. She was saying that Kay needed to have this conversation with Monique to let her know about Stacey and Chris dating. She said that Kay was definitely looking for a moment with Monique by telling her that, but it fell flat. And Monique even says that was the most epic fail of a shock factor that she's ever seen. And she was like, come on, girl, get it out. That's why I think her and Kiana might be a little friction. Because I feel like Monique going to be cracking them jokes on Kay. And I don't know if Kay going to be able to handle it. Okay? The way she was so sensitive about Wendy. Right? So Monique says that she would have expected the news to come from somebody that she actually knew. And Ashley even said that, Kiana was really nervous to deliver that information. And she asked her, do you want me to do it? And Kay said, no, I'm going to do it. I got it. I'm going to do it. Right? And that's what I was talking about earlier, where I feel like you got to do what you got to do to make sure you get your camera time. And that's why I feel like Kiana was like, no, I'm going to do it. I'm going to have this on camera moment with Monique. I'm gonna be the wow factor, the shocker. You don't have to do it. I got it. That's what they do. So anywho, Monique still says, I don't care. I don't care nothing about that. I don't care who this man dates as long as she's good with kids. If she good with my kids, cool. Right? But she also says that it's weird. She said it's weird that Chris loves to be friends with housewives. So if he was cool with Stacey, that's one. Y'all know he was caught out hanging out with Katie Ross. So I don't know what he got going on. I don't know what this connection is with the housewives. But she said, I do find it very weird that he likes to be friends with the housewives. I don't know what that's about. And he probably did get some tea from a housewife. And maybe it wasn't even Stacey. Could have been. We'll find out later, hopefully. But if it wasn't Stacey, who he got it from? Maybe another housewife. Either that or the housewife told Cookie and Cookie came up with a scheme to come to us with the bullshit. Now, Ashley says, no, Angel. Angel was saying that she doesn't think anyone should castigate Kay for bringing it to the front, especially when she told the truth, number one, and nobody would have given Giselle the same energy, right? When she was the one who brought it up. Did y'all hear what she said? Nobody should castigate Kay for approaching Monique with this information about Chris and Stacey. Because one, she told the truth, and nobody would do that to Giselle. And I'm like, why are you talking about yourself? Because you gave a lot of energy, or you're about to give a lot of energy to Wendy, right? When it came down to Giselle and she talked to you, you did a lot of crying. But when you talked to Wendy about this same situation, when Giselle was the one to call you a catfish, when you talk to Wendy, I feel like it's not going to be crying. It's not going to be seeking sympathy. I do feel like it's going to be likely with a piece of an attitude. I just don't think the energy is going to be the same because you have shown to be that type of person on camera where you show strong energy over here. And then when it's time to really show strong energy, it's a little different. Okay. What else? So Stacy says that Kay got so much to deal with when it comes to Greg. So why is she so worried about me? I said, I know that's right, Stacy. I know that's right. You worry about who I'm dating. You need to worry about Greg and make sure he ain't dating nobody else. Why you over here with it? Okay? Period. So Wendy asks, Wendy thinks that Kay aspires, in her opinion. Wendy thinks that Kay aspires to be like she and Stacy. She feels like Kay sees something in her and in Stacy, and that's why she's so bothered and yearns for some type of validation from the two ladies. Okay, girl. Okay. Do y'all believe that? I mean, I don't know about Stacy, but I do think it's something about Wendy for sure. But Kay says, although Monique acted like she didn't care about the information that was being given to her, she feels like she does care. She feels like some part of Monique does want to know who she got around her, right? And maybe that may be true, but is she dating the man now? Is she in constant and active contact with Chris now? Because if not, then I don't think it's relevant to me. But whatever. So they discuss Wale, and Ashley says that the age is the reason. Y'all get this. Ashley says the age is the reason why they didn't align because he was 38 with no kids. You know what, girl? Because I can't.
Yes, girl, if any motherfucker ever needed to sit they stupid ass down, you that bitch. You that bitch.
Ma'am, I know you're not. When Michael was damn near 38 years older than you and had grown ass children. This why I can't be taking Ashley serious. Ashley just be saying stuff. Okay. She did say another reason was the fact that she felt like he liked Giselle a bit more because whenever he would be around her, he'll just be making like faces or whatever the case is. Like he was really zoned in on Giselle. So that's why. She did say she was shocked that he brought Robin some flowers because he's never even met her. Never even met Robin, but you bringing her some flowers. Now, I will say, number one, that was a key, and I said that's why she don't be dating y'all black asses, right? Because she ain't bring her no flowers. But aside from that, he is showing up to an event, and it's a milestone that they reached together. So I didn't see anything wrong with him bringing flowers for the both of them, even if he does not know her. You just a little salty because you was on a whole show with this man, played him out all the way to the end, didn't choose him, and then mad that he paying you dust. Huh? That don't make sense. Anywho, Monique is chilling when it comes to, her love life. She says she's chilling, but I could see Monique being on Love Hotel in my personal, okay, in a year or so. I could definitely see them booking her for Love Hotel. Is she gonna find somebody? Probably not. The way it goes, probably not. But I mean, hell, it'll be another, opportunity, more money in her pocket. But I definitely could see her on there. So she says that she is open to being married again, right? And she said the next man that we see her with is going to be her husband. All right. At least that is what Monique had to say. Right. So let me get some stuff off the screen because according to Monique, right, the next man that we see her with is going to be her husband. Well, I don't think they married yet. All right. Now I saw a lot of people giving flack in the comments like, why is she driving? Why she driving? And I'm like, hell, he probably was already driving. Maybe they was coming from a trip and they switched up or something. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I can't believe y'all making that a huge deal. But anyway, aside from that, I feel like for me the biggest deal was, did she tell y'all to post that? Where y'all found that at? Who gave y'all that? She told y'all the next man you catch her with gonna be her husband. All right. But anywho, Angel talks about the home that they're looking for, and she says that their cap is $5 million. That's how much they're willing to spend on a house. But she does want it to come completely finished with everything that they want in order for that to happen. But if she finds another home that gives her land and it don't require too many upgrades for like a million or two, she said that she'll take that. And that's pretty much how the show ended, with her still being on her home search for somewhere. So that's that, y'all. That is the Real Housewives of Potomac after show. Okay. Now, let me just make sure we ain't got nothing else looming out here. I think that's pretty much everything. I think we went through a lot of stuff. Let me double check. Yeah. All right. I think we're good to go. I thank you guys so much for being here so that we can get into a lot of things. So definitely make sure you like up the video if you have yet to do so. Subscribe to the channel. You can catch me over on social media at JamiThatsMe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye. I ain't gone yet. I ain't gone yet. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Why am I reading these in the comments? Y'all talking about this man is married. Is y'all okay? Y'all saying this man is married, girl? I mean, I is you sure? Is you sure? Is you sure? Don't say that. Oh no. Y- Now I heard a rumor like that when she left the radio show. People were putting rumors out there saying that that was the reason she decided to abruptly leave the show, because of some allegations. But are y'all sure? Child, the people are alleging that this man is married, or at least was married. So maybe he was separated or divorced, or at least separated at the time that he was with Mo. Maybe Mo thought he was separated. Maybe she didn't know that he had that going on. That's crazy. Now I gotta go over here and do a little piece of research. April Love, hop in my DMs. Cause what did you look into? Cause who is this man? Well, this is interesting. I'm not sure. Oh, I ain't even read the post, y'all. The thing says, well, this is interesting. I'm not sure how old these videos are, but clips are resurfacing of Monique Samuels and a mystery man looking very in love. In the first video, Monique is recorded the two of them affectionate. He's kissing all over her neck and even gives her a lick. In the second video, she's filming herself driving while he's knocked out. Honestly, I think he's cute. Definitely cuter than her ex. Now I have no idea who this man actually is, but word on the curb is that he's allegedly married and known around the DMV for cheating on his wife. Allegedly, okay? I don't know how true that is. And as always, you didn't hear any of this from me. I'm not the type to gossip. And me either, honey. That's why I'm like, I've never seen Monique post this. Like, who posted that? Let me see. Child, these folks so messy. Jason Weems. And Tasha done reported on it? Girl, why am I late? Child, this is messy here. Is he still married? So 2 years ago, he put a post up saying happy to his wife. Child, this some messy shit. What y'all got me into? 2 years ago, happy birthday to my wife, mother of my 3 boys, my best friend of 25. 25, yeah. Is she tagged in the picture? Dion Joyner. Girl, I hope this ain't true. Where's she? This is a mess here. Well, maybe they separated, child. Maybe they're not together no more. I don't see them together. She ain't wearing no. Oh shit. Oh, y'all so trifling. This lady is still married to this man with her ring on. Girl, let me get up out. I feel like I'm in business I ain't supposed to be in. That lady, huh? Oh, Monique, baby. Oh, Monique, baby. That was AI. That was AI. That's y'all problem. See, AI has gotten extremely dangerous. It has gotten very, very dangerous. You know, a lot of people have been doing videos over on an app. It's an app that start with an S. I'm not gonna put it out there because I want nobody going over there trying to create stuff. But the app will do things to where it looks very real, right? It looks very real, and I think you just got to be mindful of stuff like that because it's just getting too realistic. And I don't, I think that's what took place here. I think that it was, I think it was AI. I think it was AI. This lady appears to be, happily married. It looks like, from that November post of this year, was she posting with her man and kids and stuff like that. Like that was just y'all get that out y'all heads, girl. Okay, go on get that out y'all head. That was nothing but AI. All right, I just wanted to go ahead and come to that conclusion for everybody, so y'all don't be putting that lady name in no mess and stuff, knowing that the images and video y'all seen was AI. All right, so don't get in trouble with that AI. Okay. But that's all I got. I'm gonna scoot back up out this because y'all got me in business I ain't supposed to be in right now. And love y'all. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. Bye.
Yeah, tell him I preach to the choir. Stand with my feet to the fire. Give all the glory to God. Stand in the midst of these haters, I'm silent, nobody can stop me. Just gotta check in my notification, them numbers hit like it's a proxy. Cashed out at the ATM, and the ATL, they done made a gym. I've been kicking doors like the ATF, got them trying to clone me like Agent Smith. Game time, I invaded gym, high elevated, I can face the rim. Putting shots up, I got laser focus, about to take it over, I'm Invader Zim. On a trip to Florida like it's A&M. Who that nigga, man, they say I'm him. Spit the truth, never wasting film, I can feel it pull